Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. Welcome to a Battlefield 4 Beta Armor Guide where we talk about tips, thought processes, and tactics on how to survive and dominate in the rolling steel. First, a couple tips. Number one, your minimap on the left has a default zoom of 50 meters. Not the best if you're going to be in armor because you want to see things further down the road and around corners that might get you in trouble, because when you play armor, it's all about positioning and not getting caught with your pants down, and I'm going to demonstrate why that matters. Battlefield 4 has a hit system in the armor. The front, the side, the back, and the top all have different hit zones. Now, it's not just where you hit it, such as the front, but it's also the angle. Why don't you turn to the side there, Vanna White? So, this, if you hit it straight on, can give you up to 35 damage on the side. This is a straight shot. That would be an angle shot. If I angle my tank this way, it's going to reduce the damage. So max for the side is 35. And it can give you a crit hit. Min is 21. So if I have an elongated angle, it's probably going to be about 23, 24 from here. But let's show you what max is. Now, what I want you to do, Jemima, is once I hit you, try to move. See how he's crawling? Go ahead, repair. That's a critical hit. That lasts for a couple seconds. Now, that's present in the sides, the rear, and the top. And there's one even nastier in the rear. Go ahead, face the tank, rear towards me. So the rear has a massive scale of damage. If you get the right shot, it's upwards to 55. If you don't, it's as little as 21. So we're going to show you a little dinky guy here. Did that crit hit you?
No, it did not. That was
okay.
21.
Go ahead. So 21. But if you're patient and you set up for the big shot, which should be straight in, if I'm here, I don't want to hit here. I want to hit more close to home here, right? So it's all about the angles. Go ahead, try to pull forward. Can you even move?
No.
Can't move. That lasts for 3 to 4 seconds. Right? Long enough for me to get another shot in. So that is a death sentence for a piece of armor, that straight shot. Now go ahead, repair all the way up again, show me the rear again. So what this is all about, it's about positioning yourself properly, baiting people, other pieces of armor, into side shots, or getting sneaky and waiting to take that shot. Because again, you have limited ammo in Battlefield 4. It's unlimited, but it's limited what you have at the time. Right now I have 1 in the canister, 4 left, and if I start shooting, you see that reload timer in the very bottom right where it's slowly reloading what I have left in the tank. So you can outshoot your tank. So let's do this again. A little bit more of a modern angle. Critical hit. Can you move?
Nope.
Okay. Nope. So that is the bad critical hit. And the angle from RPGs and tanks is from about here in. So if you get this 15-degree angle or so, you can give them the permanent critical hit, which they can't move for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and you can quickly fall up again. The other thing is RPGs and tank shells do the same damage from the same angles on the sides. Now, the top also has a pretty nasty zone, which if you get a straight down shot on the turret, again, angle is everything, it's up to 55, and it is a non-moving critical hit. They can't move to 4 to 5 seconds. But the top also has some weird angles where you can hit as low as 21 to 22 as well. So the front of the tank, the angles are 21 to 23. So turn the front. So no matter how good of a shot I get on his front, if it's straight in, it's only going to be 23. The worst angle shot, only 21. So it's a sucker's bet to shoot that. Now the sides, go ahead, turn to your side again. The min damage on the side is 21. The max damage straight in is 35. And lastly, if you have this shot, try to hit here. It's still a side, and it reduces that angle of attack. Now, of course, the rear is the moneymaker, 21 to 55. And anything within about 15 or so degrees in on the rear will be the permanent critical disable for 4 to 5 seconds. They can't even move. They can't even rotate their tank left or right like I'm doing now. It really is a death sentence. So I bring this up because it has everything to do with your map awareness. So that's the first thing we want to do is we zoom out this map so we have better map awareness, and you need to be married to this. If you see a little red triangle pointing at you, it might be an engineer. If somebody's getting behind you, it might be an engineer or a recon with C4. And more importantly, pay attention to what flags you do and don't have. Did your team lose A or B? If your tank's right here, guess what? They can spawn behind you and give you a quick tap in the butt and pretty much take you out. You're down to 45 health, and you can't move for 3, 4, 5 seconds. So what other tactics are there to being a better armor player? Let's go over a couple things. The first tactic we're going to talk about is pillaring it and playing from behind cover. Any corner of a building, any structure like this can offer you cover. And here's a big don't. What pillaring is quickly exposing yourself to take a shot, then backing off. But what am I doing? What kind of angle am I giving that tanker? A perfect side shot. Go ahead, hit me. So now I just lost a whole bunch of health. 29. Not max damage. I'm not crit hit, but I'm giving up 29 every time. The most I can hit him for is 21, 22, 23. So he's going to win that battle all day, every day. So what you want to be able to do is adjust your angle. Always think about what you're giving up to the other tanker. So instead of sending myself out like this, I want to change my angle. I want to give a proper front angle. So again, the worst thing you can do is hit the other guy's front of the tank, because he's only hitting, or I'm hitting him for 21 to 23, and he's hitting me back for 21 to 23. Now, let's switch spots. If somebody's giving you their side, wait. So, let's say Jemima starts to pillar there, and he really doesn't stick out much, right? But the second time, he starts to over-pillar just a little bit. So give it a little, okay, then back, right? And I missed that shot, but then he starts to kind of keep that angle. Go ahead, pull out again. I might adjust where my tank's at to get that sweet shot right there. Now he's critical disable, and he's crawling around like a snail. Go ahead, repair. So what I'm saying here is use patience. Just because you see a shot doesn't mean you should take a shot, because of the limited ammo that you have being a tanker or an armor pilot in Battlefield 4 now. You can outshoot the ammo in your tank within seconds. Now, let's talk about sneaking up on somebody, the do's and the don'ts. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is position related as well, picking and choosing your shots. In Battlefield 3, I would have no problem taking this shot because I have unlimited ammunition. As quick as I can fire my tank, my main shell is coming out. But you have to be much more choosy. So would I take this high angle if I don't think he sees me? Let's say he's engaging another tank towards C, or there's infantry running around. What can I do here? Well, the thought process here is, first, don't pull in dead sideways like I am now. I'm giving him 35 hits, hopefully getting that 55 sweet spot. So what you can do is you can come wide and kind of swing around to protect, not just against this tank, but your surroundings as well. So the thought process here is sneak up, shoot him in the rear, and he probably just got hit for 53, 54, upwards to 55. Can't even move, right? And that's the thing about this rear shot. Go ahead, repair. That's the thing about this rear shot is the angle for crit strike non-moving is about here over. It's about 15, 20 degrees. So it's pretty good swing, all right? So sneak up on them. Don't just take the first shot that you see, and more importantly, try not to gauge armor straight ahead. The last thing that we're going to talk about here very quickly is bridge fights. This is very common on this map. And if you're pillaring, or if you have a defensive spot and you see a couple of tanks sitting over there, don't be afraid to use third person to help line up your shots and just lob them over this bridge. Next is, if you have two guys pushing and you're the only tank, back off. If they want to be the aggressor, bait them into that side placement shot, or bait them into a spot where you have more infantry. Armor is only as strong as the infantry around you. If I'm the only guy over here and I'm a tanker and there's a ton of infantry, the noob tubes hit for 20 and they can really tear you up, and there's other things that hurt the tanks as well. So you got to be careful of that. But let's say my team has A, we're capping B. I can play a little bit more aggressive around this corner as long as I know that my back corner is covered and the gunner's paying attention. At the end of the day, it's all about map awareness. Try to keep your mini-map zoomed out when you're playing armor. Trying to take a peek around, whether it's third person to see what's spotted, and more importantly, the armor placement. If armor sneaks up on you and they get that money shot or an RPG shot on your rear and you're disabled and can't move, it's game over. You're done. The very last thing we're going to cover is infantry. Again, do not let them get a flanking position on you, and don't waste your main cannon because you need that. It's an AP shell. It doesn't have a ton of infantry base splash. A shot like this in Battlefield 3 would have killed the guy. What are you about? Half health?
Yep.
Okay. So
49.
Use your secondary coax LMG, and you'll unlock zoom optics, and just hold the trigger down. It does overheat, so be careful. And right there, as soon as it starts making that heavier noise, just give it a split second, and then hit him again. So, go ahead, stand still, boys. So, again, even if it's a close shot like this, how much damage did that do?
22.
All right. Not a whole lot.
12.
Okay? So, you got to hit, look at that, right on top of them to kill them, basically.
99 health there.
All right.
Did 99.
So, use your LMG. Don't let it overheat. But if it does overheat, it cools down very quickly. And if you see a group of guys, make sure you keep your position correct. Don't get blinders on where you're like, oh my god, there's tons of infantry, and let something sneak up on you. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you guys have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them down below. And good luck rolling some steel and dominating some people in the Battlefield 3 beta. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. That's a lot of blood.
I know, right?
Oh, that's nice.
What?